Hello everybody, welcome to episode 3 of the Tamagotchi Connection series, and as you see here, we have evolved! We're now a ball of fire. So now we can go into the burning ring of fire, and it burns, this Tamagotchi. I'm just kidding. But, okay, so here we go, we have evolved. We are now a little ball of flame. I don't know if this is the good path or the bad path. This device has some really weird evolution stuff going on with it. So, I'm just going to assume it is something, I don't know. I am doing pretty well, though, on the catching them on the whole training thing. So as you see, we only have one more little training bar left to go. Someone might comment and be like, you're doing horrible, and if they do comment that, thank you, because I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest, on this device sometimes. So, if I'm doing a horrible job, please tell me, because this device is really weird. I know what I'm doing with some of the other connections, like, because the other connections have, their evolution requirements require, doing like specific jobs and like having bonding and stuff like that. This one just seems like a kind of like a lotto system, but like it isn't that. It technically has some skill level to it. I just don't know what it is, because I've done this device multiple times on like multiple runs, and I always end up with something different on each of them, and I do not know what I've done differently on each of those runs. So, but currently we have our awesome little Neo right here. She is doing pretty well, so we do have our bonding up and our training up currently. We are doing pretty well. I need to play with them, or play with her. Still the first generation. The next evolution will be our adult stage, and I will say this now, if anyone has any name recommendations for the next generation, please drop them down below as a comment, because we might as well just start piling them up, and I'll read through those comments and be like, that's the one. But there we go, we are doing pretty well, actually. I would like to see if I can, at the time, see if I can try capturing the lady when she comes in for the event, of like the marriage and generation stuff. So I probably will look that up when that event does trigger, so I can be really prepared for that. Overall, we are doing pretty well. Nothing has changed really, I don't think, because if you go over here, we don't really have anything yet. This is the first generation. First generations aren't that too interesting. It kind of just gets you set up for like the basics of the device. It's like a tutorial, because once you start getting a bit deeper into the device, it does start unlocking a bit more features. A lot of the connections do that, where like each generation starts unlocking way more stuff. So for example, once we get into generation 2, we actually do start unlocking like evolution paths and stuff like that, which is a really cool concept. But overall, we are pretty much the same currently. I think everything's still the same, like this, the food's still bread, the snack is still candy, so I don't think that will ever change at this point. We are still having regular sized poops, no more little baby poops, which we haven't had baby poops for a while. Just wanted to comment that, because I forgot to show that off or whatever, I don't know. The games are still the same, so nothing too interesting yet, but we are doing well. I haven't had to use the medical bag since the beginning of the device, which I don't know why every probably VPET does that, but like they introduce like this weird like little introduction to sickness for like the beginning. I just presume that's just to get you used to like, hey, use the medical bag if you see the skull symbol or whatever, because most of the time it just means you overfeed it, but I don't like overfeeding too often. I don't even like using snacks too often. I'll just usually play the games if I have the time to. That's like one of the things. So, but it is pretty interesting. The games do have some really interesting little like end sequences and stuff like that, which I don't know if I can ever capture those or not, because I'd have to actually get into a way of doing the jump game pretty well. I suck at the dance game. I don't have that great a memory, apparently. I'm not that great at the whole like Simon Says type stuff, or memorizing stuff. But let's see if we could at least do the jump game. It goes up to 30, so let's see if I can actually get to 30. So let's see. Let's see if we can try this. Issue is my like view thing does lag a little bit behind from like what I'm actually recording at the time, which I don't know if anyone will ever notice that or not. It's like slight lag, but that's like, it's very minuscule, and I did that way too early. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Well, I survived that somehow. I love how this is just like sort of a track game or whatever. It's like, run, run. It is funny to me how this sort of like animation doesn't like really change that much from the little ball designs, I'm guessing. Since they all just have that very similar style look. I will say this one does have some lips on them, so I guess that is a very nice difference. Got them Coochie Pachi lips. Wonder if we could get Coochie Pachi. I think we can on this pathway that I'm currently on. I did that way too early. Yep, there we go. Faceplant. I did good, but not great. I think great comes after once you start get to 20 or whatever. Because, yeah, great starts hitting when you get to 20. See if I can do it. I just want to see if I can get to 30 and at least show y'all. Need to get like a better setup to where I can just like do it like a bit over the head. See if I can do that. So I'm going to do a slight tilt. Hopefully that doesn't bother y'all too often, or not much. By the look of my camera view, it doesn't seem like it would. So let's see. It does get pretty fast at the end. I just had to get used to the position I'm in. Not a very comfortable position. Let's see. Whoop. Jump over. And we're on to the next one. Jump. Jump to the rhythm. Jump, jump to the rhythm. YouTube, don't copyright me. Or take that as a claim or whatever, I don't know. I think I'm verbally distinctive enough from that song. Don't have the nicest vocals for that. Another jump! I feel like this like needs some like intense like racing music or something like that. Put on like that Daytona USA soundtrack, get them good feels going through. I did that way too early. I don't know why I keep doing that. Well, it's another good. Okay, apparently I'm not going to do the thing right now. But I'm getting very uncomfortable from the angle I'm at, but so far we are doing pretty well. It is close to his bedtime, actually. Or I think it is. One thing I'm actually pretty shocked about is their wake-up times actually do change. So, unlike Digimon, Digimon usually only have like one wake-up time, and they always get up at the time. So, like, let's say you're at a later stage, and it will, like, go to bed at 12, and then still wake up at, like, 7 or 8. That's ridiculous. On these devices, once they evolve, they also get to that point where they'll just wake up kind of later as well. So that is a really nice function of this. So, for example, I think this guy woke up at, like, 9 or 10 today, instead of, like, the usual, like, 8 or whatever. He evolved and then went right back to sleep, because that's what he wanted to do. It is pretty interesting that it does work like that. Woke up and then it was like, I evolve, and he was like, I'm going back to bed. It's like, I understand that. That's a vibe right there. But there we go. We are doing pretty well for himself, or doing pretty well for ourselves. And that's pretty much it for this episode. So thank y'all for watching, and see you next time. Bye.